Well, checking, folks. Back with another reaction, back with some more a-ha. And we're returning to their 2002 album, Lifelines. I was blown away by the opening tune, just a fantastic title track. Really excited for this album, and again, a number of you have commented either in the comments for that reaction or before that, that there's some more synth that kind of returns to their sound, which, you know, I originally started doing reactions to like 80s music because I have long enjoyed synth pop, and you know, one of the things that I really keyed in on in their first few albums is the sort of the synth work, which I believe is primarily the product of Mags. But yeah, so I enjoyed the more guitar-driven sounds of the 90s, but again, I've been sort of anticipating a sort of return of more synth elements, so you know, my ears are on the lookout for that. But yeah, bottom line, what an opening tune. Very excited to go through this album, and a number of you have said, like, you know, when it comes to albums that you tend to go back to and so on, that this is a strong one, although I think a couple others have said, like, they enjoy it, but maybe they haven't looked at it as much as it deserves and so on. So again, I love that not only do a number of you share your opinions about the songs and the albums with me, as well as, you know, sort of anecdotes about the way that different songs and albums, what they've meant to you at different times in your life. But I enjoy that there are some different opinions here and there from the different a-ha fans. I absolutely love it. So the next tune on the album is You Wanted More. Let's immediately key in on the past tense verb. Wanted suggests that whatever interaction, whatever relationship, or whatever situation is being referred to is no longer the case. It has moved into the past, and it is not a present condition. So yeah, it suggests to me that this is someone retrospectively assessing a relationship or a connection that has been severed, and perhaps laying blame at the other person's feet for their unchecked desire, their unchecked ambition, perhaps. And again, you wanted more could mean all sorts of things. It could mean you wanted more in relation to our relationship, maybe more than I was able to or should be expected to give or to offer. You wanted more could mean, you know, you were turned away from our relationship and you were looking at other people, or, you know, at your career ambitions and not like tending to what needed to be done emotionally and so on. So you wanted more could be like aimed in a number of different directions, either internally in regard to the relationship or externally and therefore neglecting the relationship. But yeah, ultimately, you know, I suppose it could be not only negative, it could be positive. You know, someone who like really tried hard, didn't quite make it, but, you know, from the outside looking in, that action or that their behavior was admirable. So it's like, you know, you wanted more, so you tried, and I respect that, and so on. So again, I feel like it could go a number of different ways, but my first or strongest inclination would be to think that it's someone maybe critiquing the actions or statements of someone with whom they used to have a connection. That like, look, the reason that this is past tense, the reason that I'm referring to what used to be, is because you just couldn't check yourself. You couldn't rein in your desire, your, you know, again, ambition perhaps. So let's find out if that has anything to do with it, which of course it might not, but this is a-ha. The tune is You Wanted More, and it's from their 2002 album, Lifelines.
You know the way you've been before. I've seen the signs outside your door. You set the rules. The bitter day
This is a 303.
can't be
I hear it.
ignored. It's just the same, just like before. You wanted more.
High string.
But in the end, what is a friend if not someone to help pretend? Remember me, you know my name, I'm still the same. But not for you, that's not enough. You wanted more.
Okay. Sounds like it. Bit of a darkness to it. Washed out, effective vocal. Is it a sample vocal? I like the muffled kick. Slowly. The composition of their tune. Had it all, but he wanted more, so we gave it up. What a tune. I could have dealt with multiple more minutes of that track. Wow. The chorus in particular just like blew my mind up. It's like both his singing in the chorus, which is very ascending and sort of triumphant, but the sonics, the way they would like swell with his voice in that moment, just unbelievable. And yeah, lyrically, from what I got, it sounded at first like it was like internal. It's that like, hey, we had a great friendship, everything was going, but you wanted more. You kept like pushing to change the dynamic of what we had, and as a result, now we don't have anything anymore. Like now it's all gone. So I don't know if that was like he's basically saying that this other person was trying to like make it romantic or physical, whereas he was comfortable with the way that it was, and now look what you've done. Like now we don't have anything because you kept wanting more, which incidentally was making me think of that line. I've quoted it in a couple other reactions. I don't think Aha ones, but basically there's a mini-series, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. It's from the early 80s. They remade it as a movie not too long ago, a couple years ago. But in the original miniseries, there's a line, which I think it's straight from the book, from John le Carre, but it's like, you know, so-and-so's had it, like, we've had enough, we've had a belly full, and this other guy very dismissively says to him, yeah, and like anyone who's ever had enough, he wants more. And I originally was thinking it was going to be like that like, you know, you're getting something, but you just, you know, you keep sort of obsessing over getting it, and ultimately that dynamic sort of skews the situation. But it sounded more like it was in a good, nice, comfortable place, but one person wanted to change things, and the other person was like, well, now we don't have anything because you kept pushing for more than what we had, and we had everything. We had everything we needed. So, yeah, let me know if I'm right there. Let me know if I'm off base. Again, when I, like, either title speculating or when I'm, like, trying to respond to the lyrics in a first-time listen, I'm well aware that, like, I'm sometimes, most of the times, I'm missing, like, crucial layers even when I am catching lines. So I do apologize, but, you know, like I said, I do like to engage with music first time just in a complete like natural environment, meaning I try to like understand the music through the sonic message, and then again over time I'll re-listen to it, you know, with headphones, and I hear the lyrics better over time, and then even if after a few listens I can't, I do eventually go online. Although in recent times, I should say, there's been a number of you who've like posted lyrics for me here, so I don't even have to go looking online. I just like, okay, let me go back to the video, scroll down to the comments, perfect, there we go. Okay, so that's what that line is. So again, I do appreciate all of you. Like I said, I try to like engage with the tune as much directly as possible right out of the gate, but over the next few days and weeks especially, I will, take advantage of the awesome information that is provided me in terms of not only people's opinions about the song, but specifically like information about the lyrics or just the lyrics themselves. So what I'm saying is thank you, and I will definitely re-listen to this and ultimately hopefully come to a better understanding. But yeah, really cool. Like I said, the chorus in particular stood out to me on this one. It was just this triumphant, like, it made me feel like I was shooting into the sky with his voice. So do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.